Yeah. That's why Jacqueline Jones came back, just beaming.
Peter?
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is it.
And I just want to ask one question.
Yeah, sure.
As you wrap up, you've got a few.
Clock,
this watch is a little bit fast, so you've got about 4 minutes left. And I've loved listening to your stories, and you brought these people together, and I was wondering if you could end with just sharing some of the insights that came out of knitting all of those stories together.
Yeah. 2, maybe 3. I have no doubt that the changes needed in the world are happening. I have no doubt. I've been involved in initiating a lot of stuff. It's really clear to me now that I don't have to bother with that anymore. That doesn't mean I'm sanguine that, our world is going to be transformed. I'm just saying the changes needed are happening. They're emerging all around us. And Otto, I think, was the first person I heard kind of state this, which I think is an interesting kind of, let's call it a proto-principle. It may be a principle, it's certainly worth pondering. He said the fundamental changes always emerge from the periphery. They don't emerge from the center. You're in a business or an organization, you're waiting for the CEO to lead the change. But the real changes are occurring out in the field. They're occurring by people doing something really different. It's not, I don't think, coincidental that every one of the examples I've just told you, you would go into those settings. The Borton School is a 90% free and reduced lunch school. These are not upper middle class kids. These are Hispanic and Native American kids. That school had the lowest performing ranking possible for a K-2 school. It now has the highest 3 years later. So the changes are occurring. Look to the periphery. Look away from the centers of power. And for me personally, the obvious thing right now is the time to look, to see, to watch what's emerging, to leverage it, disseminate it. We brought the people together for them to meet each other. None of those people had ever met each other. And you can imagine what it's like when you get a group like that together. They almost didn't need to speak. Molly Baldwin, with her Klingit training, would start every morning with smudging in a circle. You know what smudging is, right? The cleansing smoke that Native peoples use. Everybody felt very natural at that, even though many of them never done it before. Didn't matter. The connection between their deep spiritual practice and what they're able to manifest is crystal clear to these people. Of course, their spiritual practices are all over the map. They have different heritage, different traditions. Doesn't really matter. But they know that they're doing what they're doing because something is being unleashed in their depth of who they are and how they connect with each other. And they're extremely pragmatic people. You can imagine, you work in these kind of settings. This is not a kind of a neat little romantic day trip. You really focus on what produces results. And you could spend time. I've said this for years to people who was in Boston. Go hang out with Roka. Don't listen to me, just go be there. Listen to one of those 17-year-old kids who would probably be dead today tell you about his purpose in life. You'll get it very quickly. You'll understand what it takes to transform systems. So I think the knowledge is all around us today. But we have to pay attention to it, and we have to know where to look. As Otto says, look in the periphery. And then we have to find how to support it, connect it, leverage it, disseminate it. I mean, we're just the beginnings of the beginnings. Things are getting much better. Yeah, things are getting much worse. Yeah, much worse. Well, welcome to the era of transformation. So I have to watch the clock. I think that's time. I apologize for just rambling along, but I hope it's food for thought. And I'm here all day, so when you're free, I am.